We're excited to introduce you all to Man School. Man School is a little bit edgier. This is a show that we're not going to take any hold any punches. We're going to keep it clean, but at the same time, we're going to talk about issues that are current and pressing to us today in our world: business, social issues, just whatever comes to mind. And Man School, we've been working on it for 2 years, and we hope that's going to bring you a little bit of insight to what's going on inside of men's heads. So, looking forward to it, and this is just the beginning. We're going to be starting full episodes coming in 2025, but this is a snippet that you can enjoy. Talk to you later.
Unfortunately,
Enjoy.
and this is the thing we have to really be mindful of inside of our family.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, these racial dynamics are seriously real when it
Oh,
comes
bro.
to allowing children to be, who they are. Because unfortunately, well, fortunately for me, I get to see the dynamics play out in real time, how the
Mm-hmm.
how the black children are treated from the white children.
Yes. Yep.
And the white children are allowed, to do pretty much everything that they want to do, regardless of what it is, and the black children still have so many, limitations put on them
Right. Yep.
today,
Yeah.
today,
Yep.
and playing back, just like you described, me as a child, the reality of it is, so I get to, 40 something years old, and I gotta learn how to make money,
Mm-hmm.
exactly, this is in before we can get outside and try to keep changing the world, we gotta get inside here and fix this internal thing,
Right.
and before we even fix this internal thing, we got to get inside of us and fix this internal thing. We talk about
Mm-hmm.
capitalism, because we started out, talking about the show and the politics and then, but once you know that one sentence about what capitalism is, now
Mm-hmm.
that one sentence on top of what you're learning from House of Cards, it all makes sense now.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
all makes sense now. It all culminates together, and it's like, shucks, you know, I went to 4 years of high school and didn't learn this much.
Yes.
I mean, just
Mm-hmm.
that quick. I went to 12 years of school, didn't learn this much. I took college courses and didn't learn this much.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
I've been in the work
Hmm.
in the job market for 35, 40 years, and I ain't learned this much.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. Exactly. As much as this one sentence,
Hmm.
and it's one sentence for one, and this one series of shows that you watch. I mean, and this is you know. So as we sit here, in November 18th,
Mm-hmm.
2024, 2024, because that's the other piece. You know, in 1984, you and me,
Mm-hmm.
in 1984, you and me, I think I can confidently say,
Hmm.
in our minds, we never even once conceived, thought of, postulated,
Hmm.
could even conceive the thought of 2024
No,
at all.
because we were convinced that the world was going to end in 20
Well, it
by
wasn't. It wasn't.
2000.
Or we were scared to death of it happening one way or another. So, and we was all, under that same spell of panic under briefsmanship, because other part that we don't never talk about, and this, this comes with, really start, learning stuff. We were both born in the middle of the Cold War, and the
Mm-hmm.
Cold War was tense all the way on up. We was scared every day of, nuclear bombs falling. Oh no, nuclear bombs gonna fall, and then they
Hmm.
shoved it down our throats real good in the 80s. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it was just, you know, we was more worried about the world ending, like you said, than
Hmm.
than anything else. And in the meantime, in between time, we couldn't even foresee. It wasn't even a conversation. It wasn't even you know, a thought in
No.
1984. 2024. You're going to be in your 50s, and you're going to be. you know,
Yep.
money, money,
Mm-hmm.
revenue, income, capital, never part of the conversation. So taking all that into account, fast forwarding it to today, now we're sitting in a position where the conversation is shifting now, cousin. Now we have to make sure that we are really direct. Like I
Mm-hmm.
say, for me, I gotta, you know, continue to, press, 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 press,
Exactly.
and into these different, little mini conversations or what have, and understand that the environment around us. Because here's the other part. The other part is, we're about to, 2025. We're going to, officially. I dare say, either probably at the end of the first quarter or at least wait by the end of the second quarter, they're going to say we're in recession. They're going to officially state that we're going to be, we're in recession. So they're going to ride that train out now, right?
Mm-hmm.
When in fact we've already been in recession. We've been in recession for a while, and
Right.
and it is what it is. You know, Layoffs are happening more, and they're going to be happening more and more and more. A guy asked me yesterday. What I'm saying, he's like, so what you doing? I say, I got my, couple of my businesses. What I'm saying, I've been developing, my businesses for years, and this is what I'm working on. This is what I got right now. And he's like, how many people you got working with for you? I said, what's funny? 8 years ago, I thought I was going to have to hire a lot of people, because, just that's what we did. Now I don't need anybody. That's what
Right.
what I told him. And I'm listening to myself say it. I'm like, honestly, I'm not hiring nobody. I'm not, that's not even in the plans no more at
Right.
all.
Mm-hmm.
At all. No, not at all. Not because I don't, want, I mean, because I don't need to hire anybody to do what it is I need to get done. But now this shifts the conversation because now I got to consider who I'm talking to, because I'm now about to level up to a conversation where your head is not ready for it, so I'm not going to take you there. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, I just leave it at that with him. But I'm thinking about for the next person I talk to. Okay, well now the conversation is, here's the reality. This is why working, partner with people in their businesses. This is why I'm working to partner with people in their different endeavors. Instead of employees, we got a series of partnerships now.
Yeah.
A series of partnerships, because what I do employ, let's see what I do employ. I employ people inadvertently because I use the systems and the processes that I use for my business.
Mm-hmm.
Vendors, computer platforms, website platforms. I'm employing people right now, literally,
Right.
literally, but I'm employing companies that employ people, or most of them just employ systems. Like the U.S. Postal Service. I use the U.S. Postal. I employ the U.S. Postal Service. I
Right.
literally do. I pay them
Mm-hmm.
to do a job for me.
Mm-hmm.
I employ no one, but I actually employ thousands right now.
Right.
Literally. The model has shifted. So my conversation with people, and like I said to him, the reality of it is, and this is why, I'm building businesses for the future, because everybody that I come in contact needs to own their own business. Period. That's my conversation. I don't know what to talk about. Everybody needs to have their own business. That's the conversation. And I
Right.
had it. I had it twice real quick yesterday. I mean, I'm like, this is interesting. I'm like, okay.